Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So believe it or not, but I was actually lucky enough to score some secondhand Barbies. Yay! So I've been visiting secondhand shops, op shops, thrift stores, whatever you want to call them, and I never find any good doll finds. So this time I found 4 dolls that were $1 each because they have a lot of wear and tear, damage, defects, whatever you want to call them, and we are going to fix them today. So I'll give you a bit of a closer look at what is wrong with all of them, and then I'll give you a lowdown of my plan of attack. So as you can see, we've got a made to move Barbie here. I'm really not sure which one this is. There are so many of them that have this face sculpt. Is it Millie? I don't know. But as you can see, she's got some Sharpie or some kind of marker on her. Our plan of attack for her would be a wash, then to see if nothing comes off, scrubbing it, perhaps some acetone, although that might mattify the plastic, and maybe some alcohol, I don't know. But other than that, it seems like she still has some very good mobility on her and everything else is fine. Yeah, so, and I was looking for this specific skin tone of Made to Move for a while because I might want to rebody my Dual Girl Barbie, but I'll do that maybe in the future. Then next up for these 3 girls, they're just dirty. They've got the typical lip stain. Now I am no stranger to this because I did this to my dolls when I was a kid as well, changing their lip colors and then the pens stain the lips, of course. So as an adult I know how to fix it, but as a kid I of course didn't, and when I got back into collecting I also didn't know. So I actually threw away like 2 of my favorite dolls because they had these lips and I didn't know that you can actually save them. I feel so bad about that, but anyway, the past is the past. Other than that, they're dirty, their hair is dirty, so I will give them a wash, maybe give them a boil wash as well. Then this is our plan of attack: to get some peroxide cream, place it on the places where they've got the stains, and put them in the sun for a day or what. I'll see how it goes. They might need more than 1 day, and yeah, they should be as good as new. So our lineup for today is, as I said, a Made to Move girl. I'm not sure, is she like the soccer player? Is she I really don't know, I'm not sure. But then we have got Barbie Fashionista number 47. She's like a petite girl. Then we've got a tall Barbie, which I think is Fashionista 69. And then our last one is, I guess she's a regular body type, I'm not sure, Barbie Fashionista 54. So first off, they all need a good wash and scrub. Okay, so I've got my girls here and I've got all the tools I need to give them a good scrubbing. Got some conditioner and some shower gel, everything that I need. So just keep on watching. Let's see what happens with the first wash. Okay, so we are done with our first round of washing, and as you can see, I've already tried to remove some of the stains. So I removed her marker stains off camera. I will give you a closer look soon, but I used acetone, just a normal, well, not acetone, nail polish remover. Well, this one is acetone free actually, that I just use on my own nails when I take off my Q-Tex or nail polish. So that's what I used on her, and I decided to do it off camera because it got real messy real fast. You know, it started to spread and stain, and as you can see, I can't get them all off just yet. So the next plan of action for this particular doll would be just to also add the peroxide cream to these areas to see if it does lift. I'm really not sure if peroxide would do anything to those stains on this type of plastic. Other than that, luckily these places will most probably be covered all the time, and I also have a magic eraser which I use with my VJDs, which I could also try on her. It's quite, you can still see it visible on her neck. Now, let's talk a bit about the other girl. So, like this girl had a mark here on her torso which came off with her acetone quite easily. Although her face is a bit damaged, unfortunately. It's a shame because she is such an interesting looking doll. See if I can get closer. There you can see her eye is damaged, her lips are damaged as well. Unfortunately, I have no crafting items with me, no paint, nothing. But I will be getting some in the future, so then I'll definitely fix her up. And is her scalp supposed to be that dark? I don't know, maybe this child just tried to customize them. Another thing, her hair, also two different colors. I'm guessing it's supposed to be that way. Yeah, I think she's gonna fix up nicely. Just gotta get rid of that stain around her mouth, and she has some marks on her forehead as well. Then this girl, I think she's going to be the best out of all of them. She only has the stain around her lips. Her body is fine. Her hair was really hard to comb out, but in the end it came out really nicely. So I think I would like to give them a boil wash and then apply the peroxide cream and then leave them be for a while to see what happens. So I've boiled some water in the jug or the kettle for these girls. I'm just gonna dip them in the hot water, brush out their hair, put some conditioner, dip, brush and repeat until I am satisfied. Then we will see what goes next. Another thing that I sometimes find useful to do, although it looks terrible, is to comb their hair kind of as I want it, then have them sit down and then throw hot water all over their heads. I know it looks terrible. Just gotta be very careful. Okay, well, purple girl doesn't want to sit still, so of course just be careful, and remember hot water is hot, so don't just touch like I did. And then I just leave them to cool down a little bit and then pat down their hair and leave them to dry usually. But of course first we have to do peroxide cream. Okay, so they are nice and clean and I'm getting ready to apply the peroxide cream. So this is what they call like pimple cream. So if you have a pimple, you put this on the pimple and it supposedly treats it, kills acne bacteria as it says. But this stuff is like bleach. So when you put it on the plastic, it slowly absorbs or pulls out that stain around the lips especially. But word of caution, This stuff will bleach fabric, it will bleach everything around you, it will bleach your towels, your pillows, whatever. So be very, very careful. I'm going to try and apply it with a Q-tip and put them on a paper towel, not on my towel, because that is going to be a disaster. So let's get into it. So usually the best method for this is to apply it and leave it maybe for a day and put the doll in a sunny, hot spot for it to develop, and then maybe the next day take it off and check if you need to do it again. I've actually often wondered if you could use it under UV light, like if you cure gel nails, but I'm not sure. I don't have one at the moment to test it, unfortunately. Or maybe to put them in the greenhouse with the veggies. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to apply it and go look for a sunny spot for today. So I know this looks gross and creepy and icky, but yeah, I promise you it works wonders. And past me would be happy to know that I know how to do this now and I'm able to save some dolls, especially after I threw some away, so yeah. I'm really gonna slather it on Purple Girl because the stain on her face is quite broad. I really feel like I can save her at least completely, so I'm really gonna try. And it's not supposed to take off the makeup. It hasn't done so before, so that should be good. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen to this poor girl. I really don't know if it's gonna work for her, but we have some spots on her face as well. And this stuff is quite expensive. I've used it on my face before, it actually works, but yeah, it's pricey. It usually lasts a long time, so I hope this one does too. Not sure what that is. If it's a spot, you can't really see it. Sorry, the light is terrible. Like a red spot on her face. I don't know if it was during the washing or if it's actually stained, but we'll treat it anyway. So yeah, I just realized I guess they're gonna have to go for another wash after this because, as I said, they stain, so you don't really want this to get everywhere. So they are going to need another wash round, unfortunately. I'm just going to apply this at the top of her because I don't know if it's even gonna do anything. Then if it does something, then I'll turn her around and do another turn on her back. I think it would be a good idea if your kid starts playing with dolls and you're scared of this to maybe like get them an old doll, broken doll, or just something that's similar material, to let them draw on it and see that it doesn't come off, because perhaps, you know, it's like a sensory thing. We need to kind of experience how materials work and how they react. So perhaps they have, or we have, we think that it would be like skin, like it just washes off, and it obviously doesn't, so maybe they can experience that and see that it is not the same. Or they really just want to customize them. I mean, I wanted to customize dolls for the sake of customization, and when I actually saw people customizing dolls, you know, that was a big trigger. I really wanted to try it as well, but you obviously don't know how to do it correctly, and you can't tell your mom to buy you a bunch of expensive art supplies, so you just kind of take what's at home anyway. So I guess there's a bunch of reasons. Okay, she looks like a mess. I know, it's terrible. But yeah, that's it for now. So I found a place on the windowsill for the other girls. I'm going to leave them there for a while. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just one day. The sun is kind of weak today. But yeah, I'll check back in when they're ready for their wash, or perhaps when they've finished. I don't know. I'll see what happens. So they were left overnight, basically the end of day one, I guess. And there isn't much change on them, unfortunately. There was basically no sun yesterday. So it just tells you how important of a role the sun actually plays in activating that bleaching effect. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'll give you a bit of a close-up. Then I will have to clean them up and reapply, and then hope I can find some sun today. Yesterday was also so windy I couldn't just place them outside. They would have been blown around. So let's see how they look close up. So as you can see, still pretty much pink around her mouth. Yeah, it does seem a little bit lifted, but not at all what it should be. Same for her. Hers you can see quite well still. Same here. And for her body still looks the same. So one of my friends actually told me that this is the Barbie, skier Barbie. So yeah, that's pretty cool, especially because of her hair. So thank you HK Dolly Design Studio for letting me know about that. I knew I could count on you guys. Alright, so I guess that means we're gonna have to go into day 2 of getting these ladies fixed. Alright, so I just quickly removed all of the cream, and I actually do see quite a difference. It is a bit faded. So yeah, I'm just gonna reapply and then leave them for a little bit longer. There's a bit of sun now, so I'm trying to, I guess, hurry and just put them in the sun. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, so the moment has finally come. I have decided that it's been enough time now. They do still have a little bit of the pink stain around their lips, so they could have gone maybe another day or a few more hours in good sunlight. But you might not even be able to see it on camera if I show you. And I think it's well enough for now. Maybe if I do feel like it in the future, I will do it again. But let's have a quick discussion about each of these girls. So the first one, which I found out was the Made to Move skier Barbie. She still has a lot of the staining on her body, unfortunately. And yes, the cream actually kind of did remove it a little bit. And I also didn't take the magic eraser to her body because, again, it might mattify the plastic. But I am okay with the way it is now. As I said before, she will probably be covered most of the time. So other than that, she is fine. And her hair is really pretty. I love this two-tone blonde hair that she's got going on. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, if I had some crafting supplies, I really would have liked to do something special with her face. Maybe change her eyebrows. Her lower lashes are also a bit rubbed off, I guess. So she does need a little bit of paint, I would say. But as I said before, I don't have any supply. So maybe I'll revisit her in the future for that. Other than that, I'm happy. It's a Made to Move Barbie. Well, Made to Move body that I can use. She was just $1. I'm super happy with this girl. Next up, the little redhead. I am not particularly fond of this Barbie, to be honest. Something about her face, it feels like she stares into your soul. The freckles also look really, really oddly placed, so maybe I'll remove them if I ever feel like it. Very beautiful hair color on her though. Now her lips, you can kind of still see the pink shine around her lips. Sorry, my nails look terrible from all the water play with the dolls the last few days. Some of her lip paint has gotten off. Just a little bit of her lip paint needs a bit of retouching. Other than that, she looks pretty good. Nothing on her body is wrong. Hair looks fine. So yeah, I'm pleased with her. Then we've got the tall Barbie. So this one, her face is not in the best condition. You can see her eye, but it kind of looks like it was a factory misprint though. So I'm not sure if that's actually from play or just a misprint. Her lips also need some attention. You can see the pink stain still around her lips. But yeah, if it's in a bit better lighting, you really don't even see it. So I think it still came out pretty nice though. As I said, maybe she can do a little bit another round. Then still, I don't know, is it supposed to be that dark? But her hair is probably the most, I don't know, played with perhaps out of all the girls. But still, with the boil wash and everything, came out quite nicely. I don't see any other stains on her. Body looks good. So yeah, I'm happy with her. Then lastly, the one that I thought might look the best in the end. So her hair is fine, nothing wrong with her hair, nice and soft, and it was really hard to comb it out in the beginning. It was such a knotted mess. Then you can definitely still see the pink on her lips, or around her lips, but her face paint looks the best out of all of them. So yeah, and the rest of her looks great. So all in all, I feel like they came out really nicely, honestly, and I think the peroxide cream really did its job. As I said, it's absolutely amazing for stains like these on their faces. So yeah, maybe if I feel like it, I'll do another round somewhere in the future with a nice sunny day. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the way they look. I have to be honest, usually I'm not a biggest fan of the new fashionistas. I loved the Fashion Fever Barbies and I love look Barbies, but the standard fashionistas are a bit lackluster for me, to be honest. And they all look like they could be sisters, like some kind of a copy paste with just a little bit of a change here and there. So yeah, that's why I've never really been into buying them myself, but this was super fun. And it actually, you know, having them in my hands and playing with them and seeing the different hair colors and everything, that kind of made it a bit different for me, you know, made me feel like, oh, they're actually quite nice. But of course, with this hand especially, you know, I would have liked to have a little bit of posability, definitely. But I mean, I think it all came out really well, especially if you look at before and after. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly dress them in an outfit, maybe have a little bit of a photo shoot, and that will be that. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until next time.